Hi everyone! Today I want to share some cards made with the Icing on the Cake stamp set. This is a really fun stamp set featuring all kinds of little elements that look like they were made with frosting, including the sentiments. Look like they were piped with a frosting bag. Really cute stamp set, and I love to bake. My daughter and I like to bake together, so this was a great set for me. And I made a scrapbook page with my grandmother for her birthday, which is on my blog if you want to check out the scrapbook page. It's bethspapercuts.com, and there's a scrapbook page of my 99-year-old grandmother and her birthday cake using this. And this is an idea from the catalog, and I thought I would make a little spin on it. They used the balloons and things, and I thought I would use the rose and these, like, I guess they look like shells, frosting, and some different colors. So I thought I'd make this with you real quick, and I hope you like it. So it's a different size card. It's a tall and narrow card, and I started with a 7x7 square, which I then folded down the center at 3.5. Then I have a piece of vellum cardstock, which is just a 1/4 inch smaller, so it's 6 3/4 by 3 1/4. And to get that size through your Big Shot, you need to kind of do it in sections, and I'll show you how to do that. So you want to put it in your folder, and you'll notice it doesn't stay in all the way. There's a little bit hanging out the end, and that's okay. I'm going to show you how to get that lined up and run it through twice. So I'm going to run this through the Big Shot one time, and I'll be right back. Okay, and then what you do, you open it up, flip it over, and kind of find the grooves from one of the, here we go, let's see if I can put it inside there. And then once you've got them in, close it back up and run it through again. And the ones that already have the spacing will just go in the exact same spot, so it's okay. Okay, so here it is, gone through twice, and you can see it goes all the way the length. And the part where I went through double, these bottom row here, look great. You don't really even notice it. Okay, so that just goes right down. Now I don't like my glue to show through, my adhesive, so I'm going to put it, see the cake is kind of down low, I'm going to put some adhesive on the lower parts of this, and that's all I'm going to, the only place I'm going to add it. That's right where that cake is. And then later, when I put the candle down, I can figure out where that candle's going to lay, and I can stick a glue dot on the vellum underneath the flame or the candle itself. So there we go. That is your vellum. Now the cake is made from little pieces of Whisper White, and I'll give you the sizes on that. It was 1.5 inch thick scrap that I used, and I cut a 3, a 2, and this is also 1.5, but I turned it on its side, and it's 1.5 by 1. So that is your little cake pieces. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and make the frosting. So if you're like me, you've got lots of strips of white cardstock hanging out in a bag. I have a huge scrap, and there's always these little scraps. And that's what I used for the icing. So it comes in this big long strip, and I used Flirty Flamingo. And then you have this nice long strip of icing. Now I went and cut it out. So that is the long part of this card. I'm going to fast forward during my cutting. Okay, it's all cut out. Now you can see I didn't get too crazy. I didn't make all the little fluted little pieces. I just kind of went rounded around all of it. A little bit of white showing, and that's okay because I'm going to put it on a white cake and you're not really going to notice much of that at all. Once I got the icing cut out, I just glued it straight onto my cake. So I just kind of laid it down to see how many little shells it would need. Looks like 4. Sometimes I just like to use my clear blocks to hold things in place. So this one's going to get cut here. There. Now I used another little strip of scrap paper to make the happy birthday. And for that color I used So Saffron. On the ends, I just went ahead and made a cute little flagged end. There we go. And also I made a little rose from the little rose frosting. Now some people like to do the background first and some people like to do the darker, it's a 2-step stamp. And I kind of lately, I like to do the full strength top layer first. For some reason I just have an easier time lining them up. So you have to kind of figure out what works for you. So I'm going to do that top layer in full strength. Then I'm going to come back, stamp once off, and then line it up. And go on top. There. And then there's a leaf as well, and for that color I used Old Olive. And I went full strength for the detail image that goes on top. And then for the background, just stamped off once and then went right on top. And those I just cut out. And also I want to point out this little flame. That is actually one of the stamps. It's the smaller leaf, the background shading part of the smaller leaf. And I just stamped it onto a piece of Whisper White and then took a marker. I used Calypso Coral and just added a little flame to the center. So the base was So Saffron. And then I went and put that right on top and cut that out. So that's my little flame for my candle. So it all came from the same stamp set. So I'm going to cut these out. I'll fast forward that. Okay, and those are all my pieces. So now we're going to assemble. Oh, except for the number, which is a really fun element. The numbers come from the Large Numbers Framelit collection. You get the 9 and 6 are the same, so you get every other letter or number, but only 1, 9, or 6, and you just flip it depending on what you need. It also comes with this nice little pennant and this nice little banner, It's a really fun die set. This is great for scrapbookers too, but it's also good for cards. And this one I made a 6, so this one we're going to go ahead and go a 9 because my daughter's actually got some little 9-year-old friends, or they will be 9, so I'm going to have that just in case. It's a good number to have around my house right now. So what I did is I just added some glue, whatever your favorite adhesive source. And I sprinkled some dazzling diamonds right on top. Just adds a little bit of sparkle. I don't know about you, but my kids love the big number candles. It's like they have to have a number candle or they feel like they were somehow cheated on their birthday cake. So then I'm just going to start adding my elements. There's my little frosted flower. There we go. The number 9. Flame. Now the happy birthday I popped up just a little bit with some dimensionals. And there you have it. Now if you make an odd size card, you have to kind of make a custom envelope, which I don't mind doing at all. It's so easy with the envelope punch board. I don't know if you have one, but it's a good product to have, and it makes boxes and bags, and there's all kinds of videos on the envelope punch board. You can make whatever size you need. I added a little baker's twine bow to the side with a glue dot. And there it is, my sweet little, oh, I'm going to put a glue dot again, I forgot, behind the, it probably doesn't need it, but just in case. See how this is not really attached? I was going to wait to see where that landed. And, oh, it stuck to my finger. There. Okay, now it's stuck down really securely. And there it is. The happy birthday card with the icing on the cake stamp set. Go ahead and check out my blog from the August 25th blog post, and you'll see a scrapbook page made with this stamp set as well. And I hope you like it. It's a really fun stamp set. So thanks for watching. I hope you'll subscribe and come back and watch again. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.